the Rude Horror Podcast. Welcome to the Rude Horror Podcast. I'm your host, Marcus Rude, and today I have an awesome episode for you guys. We'll be talking about Murdercise. There's an Indiegogo campaign happening for it right now that's going to end in, I think, 4 days from this live. And I'm here with the directors and writers of the film, Paul Ragsdale and Angie De Alba.
What up?
And also actor director Drew Marvick, who will be acting in the film.
I don't know.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Oh man, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. I've been wanting to get Paul and Angie on the show for some time, so I'm glad that, this opportunity arose to, talk about an upcoming film that they're making. And, it's great to have Drew back on the show. I guess, to kick things off, let's talk about Murdercise and the Indiegogo. My first question would be, what made you want to come up with a workout horror film?
Yeah, tell us all about it.
Yeah. Well, back when we did Cinco de Mayo, we had a fake trailer called Dance Till You Die that plays in the middle of the movie. And so that was like our first little tease into that kind of a horror film, like dancing and leotards, 80s kind of stuff. I mean, we didn't go full out then, but the idea always stuck with me, and people wanted us to make Dance Till You Die, but we just never did. We moved on to Streets of Vengeance and SLASHLORETTE PARTY. So this time, actually, when the pandemic happened, I really hunkered down and wrote a lot. And I wrote 3 scripts. I wrote a vampire script and a wrestling script, which I think I forward both of those to Drew already. I just give him everything that I write. And so the wrestling script took like 2 years to write, and the vampire script took like 9 months or so. And then so when December came around in 2021, I was like, well, I just want to write something really fast. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Want to let it all come out. And I always had this, workout horror idea. I just had to put a story to it and characters, and it just kind of started pouring out. Of course, looking at Killer Workout and Linnea Quigley's horror workout as inspirations, Sleepaway Camp 2 as well, and just utilizing all those inspirations, I was able to write something out really quickly, and it turned out really fun. And I was surprised when people said, "Oh, this is really good." I was like, "Really? Oh shit!" Thanks.
It is.
Yeah. The promo videos look amazing. This is definitely something that I wasn't expecting anyone to make anytime soon, especially within the indie horror scene. But it looks amazing, and it's something that it was something that I didn't know that I needed in my life right now.
I think we sparked an urge in a lot of people. It feels like that all of a sudden it's like, oh, leotard, spandex, leg warmers.
I know, we're kind of surprised at how many people are even curious about it and not like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
It's more like, oh my gosh, I remember that stuff. My parents used to watch that, or I used to watch those kind of things. So we're like, oh, people are interested. That's interesting.
A lot of strangers be like, what is this? I like the title. I like the poster. I want to know more. It's like, oh, no problem. Let me tell you.
I think you tapped into a lot of people's childhood fantasies is what you did.
Yes.
Yeah.
But suddenly all these adults are finding out what their kink is, and it's advertised.
It's jazzercise.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
definitely tapping into that.
yeah. It's definitely something that hasn't really been touched since the 80s, like Killer Workout and
Right.
even a little bit of like the Toxic Avenger, like at the beginning.
Yes.
How it's I wouldn't say I get kind of vibes from it, but I mean with the music and everything from the Toxic Avenger, I don't know, I can just kind of mold it together in
Sure.
in that form of like, all right, let's get Murdercise. Like this is something that I want to watch for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, it's been quite a while, so we're definitely lucky. Definitely fortunate about that. As Mark has been flooded with a bunch of workout horror movies. So.
Right. So let's maybe talk about some of the cast, because after watching several of your films, you bring back a lot of similar people, including Drew here. Let's could you maybe talk about what is it about bringing back some of the people that you've already worked with, and then also new faces?
You want to talk about that?
Yeah. Well, we come from a pretty small city, I would say. And when we first started making movies, we were poor, unexperienced, no friends.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
All our film school friends had moved on. And
no connections.
Stopped making movies.
So we really relied on the community to come together and help us make our crazy idea projects in the beginning. So what we did was just reach out to the local community scene. So we were
theater scene.
Yeah, to the local theaters, and the college, the community college had a theater program, and they would put on play fest, and we would just kind of go and check out the talent and talk to the actors afterwards, and we'd be like, hey, we're aspiring filmmakers, would you be interested in being in a film? And I mean, so many people said yes, and that allowed us to kind of make a lot of connections here within our community. And then, word of mouth spread. It's not that big of a city. So one actor would recommend us to the next actor. And then next thing we knew, we were kind of building up a little catalog of a lot of local people. And we had so much fun that, we kind of built like our mainstays and became friends with a lot of the actors that we've worked with. And somebody like Anthony Tuamata, who we met about like 10 years ago. He's
in our first movie.
He was in our very first feature film, and he has a role in this project because we've worked together that long. And same thing with Nina. We met her several years ago, and we've worked on quite a few projects together. The last one being /Lorette Party, which she was a standout as a fan favorite. And I mean, we love her. She's become a close friend of ours.
Yeah.
And she was kind of an interesting connection because she wasn't an actress and didn't really have aspirations of being an actress, but kind of, again, that word of mouth, friend of a friend. Her friend was in our movie before and recommended. And so we are really grateful for the people who have shown an interest to us within our own community. And as we have grown as filmmakers and spread our tentacles across the internet and wherever, we've expanded, and it's exciting to meet people from other states and get to collaborate now, like with people like Drew and Ginger. And this time around, we have more people coming from out of state, but we still have that like seed of our love for our community. So some of our friends who have been with us for a long time are still making appearances, and they'll be, I'm sure, part of everything we do from forever. We like to have fun, and
we like to build like a little family,
have like a little community. So that's important to us, to have like real connections with the people we work with and nurture that and keep it going if we can, if they want to be along for the ride.
Right on.
I'm along for the ride.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
So I guess naturally, since we have Drew here, and he's been in your previous film, /Lorette Party. How did, what's the story behind like you guys forming like a movie friendship and, wanting to collaborate with each other more frequently than in the past?
Yeah. What? Why do you want me in your movie?
Well, look at you.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we want you in our movie?
Enough said.
There you have it, folks. Podcast is over. We figured everything out.
Well,
Next question.
I believe we've heard of Drew from his film Pool Party Massacre. I mean, everybody knows that. And we try to make friends with other filmmakers online because, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but the community is not that huge of how many independent filmmakers are out there and how many of them want to build like relationships with each other and support each other's projects. So anytime we can do that, we definitely would like to.
I think Drew, you reached out to us when you came to Stockton, I think, for the Sinister Con.
Drew was on the road.
It was actually before that when we first talked, because Streets of Vengeance and Pool Party Massacre both played PDX.
That's what it was.
That's right. We didn't get to make it.
Yeah, so you guys didn't make it, but I was there, and so I watched the movie with Jewel Shepard, actually, oddly enough. She was in the movie that played right after. So we watched the movie and I loved it. So I tracked you guys down after that, and we just became like Facebook friends, I guess. But then when I came to the like random Stockton Sinister Creature Con, you guys came and we hung out at the Pool Party Massacre table and became fast friends. And then for some reason, you thought of me when you made Slashlorette.
We're like, I think we traded VHS tapes, Streets of Vengeance for Pool Party Massacre. So we became VHS brothers right then and there.
Well, we had watched Pool Party Massacre and we're like, oh my gosh, this is awesome, like so cool. It'd be so fun to work together. And I mean, it is kind of funny to think like we're all filmmakers, but I mean, clearly Drew is an on-screen talent as well. So I mean, he just has charisma. I mean, clearly. So
you were like, who could play like a mentally deranged killer?
Killer, homeless man.
You're like, this guy.
Werewolf.
I know the perfect guy.
He's a Rolling Stone too, so we knew he's kind of like out there making the rounds, and we're like, maybe he would want to come back to California and make a little cameo appearance in our movie. And when he was like, yeah, we were like, yes. So he said yes for some reason, even though he's like the busiest person on earth. And that's kind of it. Like I said, once you get like entangled in our web, we're gonna try and like keep you and keep working with our favorite people. So he's kind of nice.
I think that's the. I mean, as a filmmaker too, that's what I like to do. I mean, and I think, you see it on all levels. I mean, like Tim Burton putting Johnny Depp and everything, or even Rob Zombie working with the same people. I mean, there's something to be said about that when you have people that you like. Obviously, there are other talented people out there. There's lots of talented people, but you don't necessarily mesh with all of them. And when you have someone that you mesh with and you work well together with, because making a movie is stressful. It is hard work and it's very stressful. And if you don't already get along, then the chances are there's going to be an explosion of emotions or worse. So so like when you find those people, I mean, you want to stick with, especially an indie film when you're like doing every job. I mean, I guess it's a little different when you have a human being that fills every role on the call sheet. But when you're making an indie movie, like the movies that I make and that Paul and Angie make, I mean, Paul and Angie are 20 different people on a call sheet every single day of the shoot. So, I mean, it's a lot of work. So it helps to have people. I'm flattered that I'm one of those people to them, but I can also relate because I have those actors as well that I am happy to have on set because I know it won't be a problem no matter what gets thrown at them.
Yeah, we need people you can trust, people that are reliable, people can bring it. And that's why we do bring back people like Ginger and Drew and Nina, Crystal Shea, that we know that they're good and they're reliable, dependable, and they're just fun to be around too.
Yeah, it's really important too,
nice.
Like Drew was mentioning, like you really want to have your set be a place where people feel comfortable. And again, like when we were first starting out and we weren't paying anybody, everything was like on a favor basis. it's like these people are doing us a favor of showing up to be part of our project, and the last thing we want is for someone to be like, I hate this here, everybody's rude, they were mean. Like, we don't want that. Like, the least you can do is just like provide a good time, and hopefully people have fun and make new friends. And I hope that being part of a movie would be a really fun experience that, you know, even if they choose just to do one movie and never act again, it's my hope that they would look back on our project and be like, oh man, that was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could have kept doing it, but it was a great experience.
Yeah, good experiences.
Yeah, exactly. So positive attitude and just being a respectful person. And I mean, Drew was kind of like almost like a team captain of sorts for /Lorette Party, because nobody knew him in the cast, really, not in person. So they were kind of like, oh, we're all like from the same town, but who's this guy? Mm-hmm. He's new. And he very quickly was just like blended right in there. And everybody immediately was like, he's so funny. We love him. He's so chill. And he just fit right in. So it was perfect.
Yeah, it was great.
It was perfect until I set the smoke alarm trying to make popcorn.
Well, we needed a little break.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we'd only been shooting for like 12 hours.
Yeah, so it was good. It was a good distraction.
Yeah.
In the chat, I kind of want to keep the audience interactions as well. Katrina says Adam Sandler movies are also tend to use the same people in many of his films. Hi, by the way. Yeah.
That's a great example. Like, he found like the people that he likes to work with, and I mean, he found what he loves doing and the people he loves doing it with, and found a way to make like even if you don't like Adam Sandler movies, and I don't know who doesn't, but like to some degree, I mean, but I mean, even if you don't like Adam Sandler, you have to be envious of that. Like I am. Like, he gets to do what he loves with the people that he loves to do it with, and for a living.
And they're some of the greatest comedians ever.
Yeah.
And, David Spade is true.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I mean, he's famous for like picking the locations of his movies just as places he wants to go and hang out with his cast. Like,
should movie in Hawaii.
Jesus Christ. Like, what filmmaker doesn't want to get to that level where they're literally just picking cool places to go with their friends and make movies?
Okay, see, that's where we messed up. We should have based this one in Hawaii.
Yeah, what were we thinking?
I don't know.
Wow.
Okay, next time. I'll
be the
Maybe have like
Modesto's too, you know. I mean, come on. Well, what's meth, death, and auto theft? Is that what you guys told me?
Yeah, it's like
you throw already. It's like he's from here.
You got our theme, our motto. It's like murder, meth, death, auto theft.
Yeah.
That's where we're from. It's perfect.
Well, maybe you could have like the heavy metal rollerblading movie in Hawaii or something. And just have it on the beach. Have a rink on the beach somehow or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Do that.
Well, that would be cool. I think the wrestle movie should be shot in Vegas, though.
Yeah.
We got wrestlers and a wrestling school up here.
I was thinking about that. Either Vegas or Texas. So it's definitely the vampire movie too. Something like that.
Well, that
I would love to go out there.
That should be in Paris.
Paris?
The vampire movie should be in Paris. I'm just a thought.
Good idea.
That.
All right, we're gonna start up an Indiegogo right now.
Maybe it'd have to be like Lake Paris, which is not as exotic, but
Paris, Texas.
Yeah. We have an Eiffel Tower here in Vegas, actually. You just need like some B-roll.
Film under
There we go.
Yeah.
The wrestling film. That's what I don't know why I said roller skating rink. I don't know where the hell that came from.
Heavy metal roller skating sounds good too.
Yeah.
I do have roller skating vampires, the homage to Fright Night Part 2.
The vampire movie has roller skating in there.
Yeah.
So you're not too far.
There's some more ideas for you.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Drew remembers this, but like a while back, I think I don't know like what I think I was like watching Street Trash or something like that. And I'm like, dude, the Boneyard guy from Vietnam, Drew Marvick could definitely pull off like that character if that film was ever to get remade.
I would love to play that role, although he is a little abusive to women.
Well, yeah.
But then
But
again,
I mean, you guys have the similar, physique and similar look to that character.
And I guess I've killed lots of women on camera, so I shouldn't really. But I'm usually nice to them until I kill them.
Yeah.
It's acting.
Yeah.
Granola bar.
I've never killed anyone in real life.
That we know of.
Yeah.
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 Then it's crazy to think that one of my friends from doing podcasts, I sort of became friends with him through networking. Ryan Kruger is working on directing or making a Street Trash reboot. So it's really cool to hear that is actually something that's getting seriously considered, since they shot like I'm assuming like a promo for the Cannes Festival.
Oh wow!
Damn.
Well,
So
did you pitch me to him yet?
I think I tagged you in one of those posts. Hopefully he took a gander. Like, oh yeah, that guy. Yeah. Definitely.
His headshots.
That guy.
Let's fly him over to South Africa because that's where he's from.
That's who we need. Dollar Store Thor. We'll bring him over.
Blend over here. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Or we'll get Drew all, in a bodysuit or short shorts or something like aerobic type wear, and maybe that'll spread the word,
Maybe. I don't know.
Drew some eyes.
Hey, Matt.
Yo. Matt.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. He's watching Death Spa and Killer Workout.
Oh, trying to get in the Murdercise vibe.
Yeah. That will be the triple feature once Murdercise is out, right? Death Spa, Killer Workout, and then Murdercise.
I mean, that's definitely what we're aiming for.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be rad. I mean, I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil anything, so I can't tell anyone if I am wearing spandex leotard in the movie, but maybe.
You just stay tuned and keep your eyes open. We'll see.
Don't blink.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, just saying you have to give the people what they want.
Yeah, the demand is there, so sooner or later we might just have to.
We polled the audience, and it was we want Drew in short shorts.
We got to save something for the sequel.
And leg warmers.
Look at the shortest shorts I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's going to be like a petition that demand that he is in leotards in the sequel.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start it. Damn it.
Nice second.
Yeah. I think am I the only? I would make a great new Santa and Santa's wow. Yes. I know.
Santa.
Well, you've been in a Killer Santa movie before, though, right?
I've been in. I feel like I've been in a couple.
Yeah.
I definitely was in Xmas 2. Any comparison to Goldberg and Santa's Sleigh is like a biggest compliment ever.
Yeah.
I don't think it's accurate, but I'll try. Because that's like the best Santa, like best portrayal of Santa ever. Because he's actually Santa. Like usually a Killer Santa movie, you're like a mall Santa or a normal
deranged psychopath,
who's unhinged, and either thinks they're Santa or just is dressed like Santa, like in Xmas 2. It might be a spoiler, but I don't have to place. I don't come down from the North Pole in a sleigh to kill people. I'm just crazy. But Goldberg was like a real, like his actual Santa with Christmas magic, cutting people to pieces, which is amazing. So I would love to do something like that. I'm dying to play. There's a couple filmmakers out there that have scripts that are Santa, that are Christmas horror movies, and I've been told that I am the number one choice to be Santa, but none of them are have pulled the trigger yet. So
any day now.
Yeah, hopefully soon.
So that's why you keep growing the beard, right? You're just hoping that role just lands.
I'm just waiting and waiting. And then I can finally just shave it off and get a real job, become a barista.
It's like, well, my bucket list goals are already complete. What's left to do?
Yeah, that's it. That's the top. That's the North Pole of goals.
Free
Perfectly
coffee.
said.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
Coffee for life.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? That's
I've thought about getting a Starbucks job just to cover my expenses of coffee and tea, and
that's
where all my money goes anyway.
between my girlfriend and I mean, it's like 6 figures a month.
Yeah, sounds about right.
No.
A month.
People always ask me to like tally up my total of what I spend, and I'm like, I don't even need that kind of negativity.
No.
So
That's just not to know.
it's best
Don't-
not to know. I
Don't
know it's
ever
fine.
look. Don't ever look.
Everything's fine.
Don't look back. Don't look
Everything's
down, huh?
fine. I don't want to dig too deep into that.
Nope. You don't want to know. I need, like, now that my kids are getting older, I need one of them to get a job at Starbucks. Like, they need to think about me.
Hook that up.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
And support me now.
Yeah, please.
Please. So okay, let's talk more about Murdercise. I wanted to bring up the perks that you have since this is live Indiegogo. Would you want to talk about some of the perks that you have to offer that maybe people would be enticed to check out?
Yeah, I mean, the number one right now is the signed Blu-ray, of course. That one's selling really, really good, really well. We do have DVDs, a lower price. You know, few people will opt for a DVD because the Blu-ray is, you know, a little more than we've usually marked them for, because the price is going to help make the movie. It's not just buying the movie straight out. You know, the VHS tape.
Right.
We aren't making as many VHS tapes, but those are going pretty good. We sold out once before, and I added a few more. Sold another one today. Though we had the self-recorded. Oh yeah,
Hey.
that's the OG one. Hell yeah,
Wow.
that one you can't find anymore. I still have one more left, but I might sell it. Who knows? If I need to raise a little extra money. But the Murdercise VHS tapes are going to be pretty rare too. So, and I'm going to try to go slip covers this time. And last time we had the big box with Streets of Vengeance right there, and then we had the clamshells with SLASHLORETTE PARTY. I always wanted a slipcover, but I never was able to find someone who could do those. And I did find someone on Instagram, and I think he's gonna do it. He sounds like he wants to do the slipcovers for us. And we also have the self-recorded cameos, because there's a movie within the movie called Co-Ed Butcher that the cast is watching, because one of the main girls was in a horror movie and she's trying to show it off. So I offered, to self-record and record yourself being murdered or screaming, and it'll show up within this montage in the movie within the movie. And that one, I think we have one spot left out of 10. So that one's really great. And then we had surprisingly a lot of associate producers, getting their credit, getting their name on the back cover of the DVD, Blu-ray, VHS, of course, getting their name in the end credits and stuff. So a lot of people are really interested in that. So very grateful for everybody who chose that perk, because, it was, higher than the other ones. So really helped out a lot and really got us to where we are right now, which is about 13K.
That's
So
crazy.
there's only 4 days left, and there's still, plenty of perks. You can get a Blu-ray, DVD, like I said, or digital download if you want. You don't care for physical media, but most of our fans love the physical media.
Right.
I do.
And yeah, for
You got a little
sure.
bit back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a couple. Drew's
Yeah.
got
It
got
goes,
just a couple.
it goes a ways in every direction.
It's just a fraction. Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Welcome to Marvick's library.
Crazy.
shit. Love it.
Wow.
Yeah. Paul and I were talking a little bit before we went live, and it's crazy to think that the Murdercise campaign is going to be larger than SLASHLORETTE Party's campaign. And I was watching SLASHLORETTE, had in the background while I was doing stuff. I've seen him before, obviously, but just for the occasion of this podcast, I put in the background. I was just watching. I'm like, man, the quality of this film is really good for an indie film.
Thank
And
you.
just Yeah. And
shout out to Dan
Zampa.
Yeah.
Our cinematographer. He's our friend for almost 20 years now.
Yeah.
Been in film school.
We took film classes together back in the day. Another guy who got stuck in our web.
Yeah. So he's not going nowhere.
But he's amazing. That the movie looks great, and there were times that he had very little time and very little to work with, and the shots that he pulled off, it's mind blowing.
He's a camera wizard.
Made it happen with me, over him, like whipping him over and over again.
Yeah.
So if I wasn't there to beat him down, I don't think he could have pulled it off.
And in between shots, he was like on a ladder, like taping up things over windows and climbing on the roof and hiding in the storm cellar.
Yeah,
great shot. Like
the cabin.
Yeah.
Anything for the shot.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He is.
Is
he shooting Murdercise?
Yeah, we actually shot our first shoot last Sunday.
That's right.
And we're shooting with the new girl, August Kiss. Yeah,
I saw him on Facebook.
Yeah. So it was great. Getting back into it. It's been a while since we last shot /Lorette Party. So yeah, Dan's on board. We're shooting on the GH5 again. I think he wanted to upgrade, but we're going to keep it on the GH5 and shooting 4K, which means I need to upgrade my editing system because it's old as fuck. So old.
It's time.
Yes.
It's older than us, I think.
Yes. In computer years.
Yeah, computer years, sure.
Oh, man. Yes, Dan will be shooting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Best.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the edited version of what you shot.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Getting a little teaser out there and just like some putting it together real quick. Again, like my editing computer is like so fucking old that it's like barely able to handle the footage.
If you try to upload the footage, it'll probably like explode.
In a cloud of smoke.
Yeah.
But I'm dying to get busy on editing. So yeah, I will be releasing a little teaser pretty soon.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fun. Feels weird to shoot again.
I wanted to put the link of the Indiegogo for Murdercise in the comments. Someone had asked, "Where do you buy it?" I was thinking she was talking about Murdercise, so put that in there.
She's talking about /Lorette Party. We have our own Etsy store, and send you a link for that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and if anyone could think of a perk that they think should be added, I'm sure it would at least be considered. Like if you want,
of course,
if you want Ginger to knit you a blanket, because that's the perk I want. Who knows? It could probably be arranged.
Yeah,
we do have a couple of side requests that people have said. Will you have XYZ and can I buy that? And we're like, actually, we do. And yes, you can.
Yeah. A lot of people reach out to me and just make secret perks or just rearrange.
Yeah.
The cast autograph slate, which I think just arrived from Amazon just a few minutes ago.
Cool.
So I'll get that and have the cast sign it, and someone already bought it. So it's like, it's really cool. Shout out to Jerry. Man, Jerry.
Jerry, thanks, man. Yeah, so if there's something you can think of that you want, if you want Drew to sign some shorty shorts,
yeah,
sure you could arrange that.
Or you just want to like share a root beer float with 2 straws, let me know.
Yeah. Hang down in some sweatpants and what are those called? The little the suits with the feet. No,
onesie.
Yeah, little onesies.
What are those things called?
Maybe Drew's screen used leotard if he does use it.
Maybe look at this is a complete coincidence, but there is a pink headband and pink leg warmers in my office right now.
Whoa!
Yeah,
that is a coincidence.
What?
I might be wearing them tomorrow, but it is honest. Is from a shoot that I was on like 3 weeks ago that I didn't wear. No one wore, and so I took them home, and now I might need them.
We got some little wardrobe right there.
Nice. Well, even like if you don't use a leotard in the film. You know, that could be something where, you know, a lot of people are wanting to happen. Maybe you can just buy some and then design it, and then, you know.
Yeah, or maybe we'll shoot like a little bonus hidden, like a Marvel hidden credit sequence.
Let's do an actual workout video.
Yes.
Get in shape with Drew Marvick.
Yeah.
The Drew.
Just like all serious, like just getting into it.
Yeah, I like that was your serious.
Yeah, that's my serious move.
I can do that. I'm into it. Let's go. Let's do this. Next question.
Now you see he's ready.
Yeah.
He's ready for all the sweat that's going to come from answering these questions.
Yeah, if anyone wants to buy that, right there.
Yeah.
Worn by the official Drew Marvick.
$50 perk right there.
$200.
Oh my god.
$200.
Sold. The man in the tenebrae shirt.
So yeah, I mean, what's awesome is you know, you're getting Ginger Lynn back. You know, she was in the previous, actually, Streets of Vengeance and /Lorette Party. So it's very cool to see that she's going to make a return in your next, or you both next film.
Yeah, we love her so much. She's been calling me really early in the morning for the past few weeks just to check in, and every time she calls in the morning, it just, you know, makes my day. She was talking about the movie, this and that, and she told me that she took a DNA test and she found out she's like 50% Sicilian. So the character she's playing in the movie is a mob wife. So I was like, oh wow, this is so cool. I'm actually part Italian. So I was like, awesome. So like, didn't even know that. So it's really cool to have her, and then yeah, we just love her so much.
Yeah, she's so sweet.
She's I just hung out with her all weekend. She's super
yeah?
excited.
You guys are in Houston Horror?
Yeah, we were at Houston Horror Film Fest.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Right on. Yeah, I'm excited to see what y'all come up with. Just whatever I've seen in the promos, and just knowing, you know, who's all gonna be in the movie. It's gonna be amazing. I don't know what else to say.
I'm excited. I mean, we're gonna have a role for Drew that I don't think he's done before, or at least the type of character he's playing, the way he's gonna be dressed, and his characteristics. Same for Ginger. At least lately, I haven't seen a role where she's like a sexy mob wife, cougar-esque type of role. But she's tough, you know. Like, she's not playing a villain. She's not like anything like that. She's, you know, more of a, well, not a regular person. She's a mob wife, but at least she doesn't really have a heightened role where she's like an evil scientist or evil doctor or something like that, like we had in /Lorette Party. So yeah, it's gonna be really fun to have these two, especially because they're in our last movie, play a much different role in this one.
Yeah.
Right on. Yes.
Yeah, she's not my mom.
Someone said in the comment.
Yes. One of the only movies where she's not your mom.
Yeah, she's not my mom.
How many times have you played your mom?
She thinks she is my mom now.
So let's separate reality from movies.
Yeah, I mean, we say it, we joke about it so much when we're at conventions together, which happens a lot. Like, I yell it across the every time she walks by, or I walk by her booth, I yell, "Hi, Mom," and I'll yell it from across. Or if she's taking like a risque photo with someone, I'll yell from 10 tables over, "Mom!" That's pretty. There's definitely people in indie horror that think she's my mom. Like,
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
That's
Because I've had
funny.
people come up to my table and tell me, like, "Oh my god, I didn't realize Ginger Lynn was actually your mom." And then I have a moment where I try to decide if I really want to even tell them or not, but I always do just in case.
No, you don't. If you don't end up on Wikipedia. Drew
Yeah.
Marvick,
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to start
Oh,
something
son.
I can't stop.
Maybe it's out
Right.
there already.
But there's
You probably
definitely-
blew someone's mind. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Did we start that?
Yeah, but you guys were mother and son for the first time in our film, correct?
For sure. Yep. And
Oh, we started
and
the rumor.
then another movie right after that still isn't finished. And then there was supposed to be a third that didn't happen. But we're in another. This will be like our 5th movie together now.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
It's become a nice little duo.
Yeah. I mean, we don't even necessarily have scenes in all of them, but we're both in Michael Keane's new movie, Dr. Deathface. That's been shooting all over the last 2 months here in Vegas. So yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
You guys have become what do you call it? Power duo, mother-son.
Power couple.
Mother-son power duo.
Yeah. Something like that. I keep my look, I still have my screen used mask too.
All right.
Oh,
SLASHLORETTE PARTY.
Oh yeah.
We still get comments all the time about your reveal at the end when you like take your jumper off and you have a full-on blazer like suit and you bust out your deets on like, here's my 401k. These are my hobbies. Any of you ladies interested?
That was my favorite scene.
Perfect scene.
I love it. It's so funny.
So good.
Awesome. Has anyone bought like the radio voice or like the voiceover perks yet?
Yeah, those are sold out too. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I think I had 3 and they sold out pretty quickly. So very, very fortunate for that.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even know how like.
And this is the first time doing that. Like I've never done that before. Like, but I basically, try to learn from other people that what fans want. They want to be more involved, in films. And I've never done that where I've let people be a part of it. And this time around, I actually have a couple people who paid for, a voice role or a little cameo role. And it's pretty cool. I mean, if you can manage it, like in a movie, I've heard of people, doing it and like not really knowing how they're going to incorporate it later. But this one, I was like, okay, well, I might as well, just try it and see what the reception would be like. And it's very, very positive. Very positive.
Now that we know people are interested in that, I mean, we'll definitely try to incorporate more. I mean, like we said, we love to collaborate with people. And if there's anybody that's that interested, that wants to, like, there's somebody who's like paid for an on-screen. They're like, I just want to act in your movie. I'll pay for that. And we're like, what? Someone wants to pay to be in our movie? That's crazy. Because I felt like we've come so far from the days of when we were like, we only need you for one day, just like 1 hour. If you could just come by, we'll feed you, we'll do everything. And now people are like, what can I do to be a part of it?
I'll do anything. I'll clean the bathrooms, whatever.
Yeah, somebody said that. I was like, you do not need to clean the bathroom.
You're fine.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I forget that, we've built a little group of people that are interested in our projects, and it still hasn't really sunk in. So when people say that they want to be part of it, we're like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Just the amount that we've raised so far. Again, it feels surreal coming from the days when we would make movies for like $10.
Yeah,
like so cheap.
Yeah, Marcus, you have Cinco de Mayo, our first movie.
Oh, God.
I don't know if you've seen it, but you can definitely tell.
Yes,
the
I have seen it.
There, at least $20.
We just do a little promo here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
you
then
can save yourselves the time.
Yeah, there's a big difference.
The signed one too for that
big
one.
difference.
Oh yeah, I mean, I could definitely tell, just how far that you two have come from filmmakers, even like with Streets of Vengeance as well. You two just come so far with, I'll say like SLASHLORETTE PARTY. I was like very impressed. That film, I was just kind of blown away. Like, wow, like this is an indie horror film. Like, what the fuck? Like this looks like it could be like on a bigger scale budget horror film. So,
man, appreciate that.
That's amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
it's
no
crazy.
problem.
Well, we'll have to pass the word along to Dan.
Yeah.
He's, like I said, the wizard behind the camera to help. I mean, we could write and shoot, or we can write and edit and direct, but I mean, the camera work was pretty stunning. And I mean, that's all credited to Dan and his skills. And then, I mean, we edit everything together. So, I mean, makes our job pretty easy. It looks great when he hands over the footage. We're like, damn.
Yeah.
Dan's pretty good.
Don't tell Dan too much. You don't want him to leave.
Oh, I know. Don't let him know how talented he is. He might
Yeah.
get ideas of
Yeah.
having higher aspirations than us.
Yeah. We need to beat Dan down a little.
Keep him in check. Enough compliments to stay, but not too many.
We might have to misery Dan and keep him
around. Everything
Right.
will be shot from your wheelchair, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dolly right there.
Yeah. Wheelchair.
Exactly.
Just be like, well, Dan, you did good, but you could just be a little bit better, just to kind of keep him in in tune.
Yeah, you're not quite ready for Hollywood yet, Dan. Make 10 more movies with us.
Yeah, I get compliments under exasperated sighs, I guess it's all right.
Oh, poor Dan.
Could have been a little bit better, but
he doesn't even know how good he is.
Good. Yeah.
And you'll never know.
Yeah.
Never know. Never.
One more thing I wanted to bring up, just because just the way that things worked out. I'm doing a back-to-back podcast live. Like tomorrow, I'll be doing the Satan Lives, the Rise of the Illuminati Hotties campaign.
Sean Donahue.
With Sean Donahue, Jessa Flux, and Sushi will be on tomorrow.
Cool.
What
you want me to come back for that one too? I'm not in the movie, but I'm just.
Yeah, do you want us to show? You want us to come? We'll be
I'm
be a fly on the wall. Sure.
I'll come. Actually, I'll be on the road. I leave again tomorrow morning.
We'll answer questions for him.
But I would love to just be on with Sean. I love Sean.
Oh, for sure. Well, we can make that happen. Why not?
Well, we can't.
One of these days.
He's retiring. You can talk to him about that.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna try to talk him out of it.
So unless he can find a role for me as an Illuminati hottie, I'll never get to work with him. I'll have to send him a text actually right now and let him know I'm available for Illuminati hottying. Yeah.
Illuminati hotness.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can tell him too. Actually, you can tell him. Breaking news that I've offered my services to be an Illuminati hottie.
Yeah, you might have to. You might have to clean some toilets, so.
We'll see. I don't think they have toilets where he shoots.
Yeah, in Tampa, I don't think so.
Yeah, in Tampa. There are toilets in Tampa.
That's a good question. I'll have to ask.
If they have toilets, they do.
Yeah.
I've been to Tampa. There's toilets. It's a nice place, actually.
Verified.
Yeah, verified.
Confirmed.
Toilets.
Right.
All right,
I'm glad we got that covered.
Stories.
Yeah, don't believe everything here.
Yeah.
Check that off. The myth. It's the myth buster. It's been busted.
I don't know.
The myth has been busted. Yeah. So I wanted to bring that up because Jessa Flux is in Murdercise, and as well as Satan Lives. So
yes,
what a pure coincidence that this turned out to, that she'll be on tomorrow. But
exciting.
Yeah, it's our first time working with her.
Yeah,
I like her. I love her role in the film. I think I'm going to write a little more interaction between her and Drew's character because I think Drew's character is just so funny. And they already have a little bit of kind of a relationship already in the script, but I think I'm going to add a little more to it just to give it a nice little.
Are you spreading rumors already? Kind of relationship.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She asked, "Go get me a Diet Dr. Pibb or something."
As long as I'm still gay.
Yes. Gay for Jessa. Yes.
Gay for Jessa.
Gay for Diet Dr. Pibb. I think. I forget what soda he likes.
Paul's spreading rumors, so don't expect them to actually be in a relationship. That's misleading.
No, I meant the relationship was go get me a soda and bring it and we'll drink.
Yeah, that's the relation. That's the extent of the relationship. Because
people might watch it
first. Hey, I thought they were
the Rude Whore podcast.
Yeah, my girlfriend's already texting me like, "You're not in this movie anymore."
We'll shoot your scenes green screen.
Okay. Yeah.
You'll be in one room, she'll be in another. Right. We'll see each other.
Or we could do the old classic. Well, now she's playing your mom. She might quit, but
that's funny.
Or we could do have it green screened where they're not even in the same room together, and then just try to make an awkward hug or something
their arms get blurry.
Be like this.
Yeah. Like, man, Justin's got some big hands.
She's got some handsome hands.
Wait a minute, let's zoom in there. What?
Hey,
Just
those
his hands.
Those are the hands of a potential Illuminati hottie.
Ooh, there's a nice twist right there.
Crossover.
You could do like Murdercise versus Satan Lives.
No,
Illuminati hotties.
I'm sending Sean a message as soon as we're done.
Pitch it.
Yep.
We gotta squeeze all the juice out of this lemon. We gotta do collab now. Crossover. Universe crossover.
All of it.
Illuminati hotties doing a workout.
Yeah, 'cause I think his movie takes place in the 90s too, I think, right?
Yeah. Yep. I think early 90s.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, we're like, I think ours is 88 or 89.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like the cross paths for sure.
3 years after the incident
prequel.
of murder.
Yeah, exactly.
One of the lost tapes.
Yeah.
I'll just let him know that I'm in. I won't even ask him. I'll just show up. I'll just show up in Tampa.
At the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna show up in Tampa in a red thong with a cloak on. Or whatever. I don't know. Well, I'm assuming that's what an Illuminati hottie wears. I don't know. Do we know?
It is now.
Conjure up the devil or what?
Yeah.
Yep. Now
Starbucks.
he's probably watch it and be like, "Man, that's brilliant. Let's bring him down."
Breaking news. Drew Marvick cast as Illuminati hottie.
High priestess. Illuminati.
Yes. Yes. Director will find out soon.
I'm all for it, man.
Where's Indiegogo for that? Let me contribute now. Take my money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, buy that perk. Whatever perk it is that makes me a hottie.
I was gonna put the link to that in case people watch. I think I don't know. It was like 8 days left or something like that. He's actually got. I don't know. I know it's longer than Murdercise's.
Yeah, I think he's like in the teens, like 19 or 18 or something like that.
Something like So if people want to check out, maybe get the demand going, get Drew on there as a Illuminati hottie.
Wait, what? What did you think?
So
Ginger was your mom.
Oh, see, that's what I mean. When you yell, "Hey, mom,"
Isn't she?
All the time. Why would people not think she would? I mean, it's not like a silly thing to think. And she'll literally introduce me at Frightmare. Every time I would walk by, if she was taking a photo with someone, she'd be like, "Oh my god, let me introduce you to my son." And she would bring me over and say, "This is my son, Drew. You might have seen him in some movies.
Oh my gosh.
How are you? Did you eat yet today?" I'm like, "Yes, I did, Mom." And we just totally play it off. And I'd be like, "I got to get back to my table." And she's like, "Okay, I'll see you later."
She gave you like $5.
Yeah.
Buy yourself some stickers or something.
Yeah. So it's like there's no real reason why people there would think that wasn't true unless they knew us.
I guess it's not that shocking.
Yeah, but she is not really my mom. I have a mom. I already have one.
So this is what it feels like to start
Wow.
some rumors and have people believe
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, TMZ's all over it.
Yeah. What else can we start?
Yeah.
Tampa doesn't have toilets.
Maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we'll think of something by the end of Murdercise.
We'll see. We'll think of some new shit.
We'll think of something.
Yeah.
Something good.
For sure.
Right.
Well, Ginger was already. Paul made a joke on Facebook about mine and Ginger's like love scene or something like that in a comment.
Oh yeah.
And then so she asked me, she's like, "Did the script change? Did we have a scene?" And I'm like, "No, we barely even have a scene together. That's just Paul." Like,
oh my god.
no.
Just fucking with you guys.
He's like,
So
I
you
was
need to understand
so
your sense of humor.
confused. I thought I had an old script.
See, this is
I
why
said for the right amount, I could make that happen.
Oh, okay.
It's not in the script, but it could be.
It's an Indiegogo perk.
For the right price, I mean, we can make anything you want.
Ooh.
That's a whole different movie. You can't say stuff. People believe you.
No, it's okay. That's fucking with people is my favorite thing to do. I'm on board.
A little controversy.
Yeah, first he puts it out there that she's your
Hey,
mom.
that's how tabloids and stuff get spread around.
Yeah.
Yeah, then all of a sudden they're in a love scene together,
That's what makes it fun. They have that aha moment.
trying
Yeah,
to
really.
bring out the scandal, trying to get them caught up in your scandals.
Yeah.
Gotta do something. Controversy sells. So.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to bring up the music, the soundtrack for Murdercise. Who do you have doing the music for Murdercise?
We brought back Vestron Vulture.
Yeah.
Who's been our collaborator since Cinco de
So Cinco de
Mayo,
Mayo again.
Streets of Vengeance.
Another
Slash
guy
Party.
that got tangled up in our web of mischief. And
Yeah. So he's awesome. So we're bringing him back. The Grind Theory. He did some tracks for SLASHLORETTE PARTY as well. Did a track for Streets of Vengeance.
Mhm.
And we have a couple of new people that want to make some songs. They're going to do like more metal music because there's a pretty big metal influence in the movie as well. So it's not just synth or just poppy music, which we do have a lot of that, but there's going to be some metal in it too. So we have a couple of artists working on that, working on tracks.
Is one of them Slayer? Is one of them Slayer?
I maybe sounds like Slayer.
Yeah.
I heard a rough track and sounded really good. And I was like, yeah.
Awesome.
I think we need to raise a little more money for that.
Well, I mean, they're from the Bay Area. I didn't know if you guys knew them.
No. I heard of this band,
Might be-
Metallica. It was featured on Stranger Things.
Yeah.
It's this new band. I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys heard of
Just
it.
discovered it.
It's like
Stranger Things 4.
Huh?
just
Yeah.
Pretty good.
fresh off the scene.
Oh, the Stranger Things band?
What?
Yeah.
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 Stranger Things band.
I didn't know them before. So
Metallica. I heard they're like, up and coming,
They're breaking.
trying to
young kids,
Yeah.
trying
make
to
a
make
name. Trying to make a name. Exactly.
that's
Maybe I'll holler at them.
Yeah. They're just
We'll see what the rate is.
they're riding the lightning.
I think Slayer's working on Satan Lives soundtrack since they're from Tampa.
Fuck that. Now I have to be in it. Actually, Slayer retired. I was there when they retired. I saw them with my own two eyes.
Really?
Was that
Well, I
their
have-
last show?
Yeah, I was at the last show of their farewell tour, but I'm sure they're not really retired.
For the right price.
Yeah.
Bring them out of return.
Yeah, I too was at the Slayer's farewell tour in Moline, Illinois, which no one knows about.
Tom Mariah
Illinois.
cried at the one I was at. I don't know if he cried in Moline, but he cried at the one I was at. It was
That's
very
so
emotional. It was really sweet.
Oh, I don't know. He didn't get emotional, but being from Tampa though, that was probably something close to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have toilets in Tampa, so he's probably stoked he got out.
That's what I heard.
Carrie King actually lives here in Vegas. Well, has a house here in Vegas. I don't know where he lives. I think he lives beneath the surface of the earth. But when he comes out, he has a house here.
The depths of hell.
Yes, he lives in a pond full of Jägermeister.
Coffin full of it.
Yeah,
that's
a
what
pond
I'm
full of Jägermeister.
So he comes up with them fast riffs.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Matt saw Kiss on their last tour in 2019.
That's
That's
cool.
Crazy.
I didn't know they were still touring.
I bet that was a show.
I never saw Kiss, but I went to the Kiss miniature golf course here in Las Vegas, which is almost as cool.
Yeah.
If not cooler.
Yeah. You never know.
That's awesome.
Whoa. That's amazing.
Maybe just a few more questions before we wrap this up. I think maybe Drew had answered this on the last podcast, but man, it's probably been like 2 years ago or something like that. So if you want to chime in again, Drew, you can. But But I wanted to ask everyone, what's your favorite Universal monster or Universal monster film?
Ooh.
Mine would have to be the Wolfman or the Creature from the Black Lagoon, I would say.
I'm not really familiar. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm not really familiar with like horror films. I feel like I've said that a few times in public, and I'm scared to say it every time because they're like, "You have no business making horror movies. You don't know anything about horror." But
you've seen Frankenstein.
But you're aware of Dracula and Frankenstein and the Wolfman.
Yeah, I'm aware of them. I haven't seen them.
Yeah, but just based on like who has the coolest outfit, like how I pick a football team by like the coolest helmet.
Got it. I would go with the guy who looks like a lizard with the web.
And the fish.
The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yes, Creature.
Creature.
Yeah. He's definitely the coolest looking.
Creature.
Yeah, I like Creature a lot too. I relate to Frankenstein because he's just a big, like, lovable oaf that accidentally kills people. But
Accidentally.
Can we make Jaws a universal monster? They made Jaws, and Jaws is a monster.
I go for Jaws.
Yeah.
I don't mean to change like the fabric of horror, but
well, yeah.
I choose Jaws. Bruce the shark. Okay, fine. I'll pick the Creature. Let's not break the internet.
We know it's Creature. We all know it's Creature.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you, Drew. Drew, what character is, if you have one in horror movies, do you draw your inspiration from as the psychopath brother or son you've played in your movies so far?
Oh, I mean, it's like a lot of little different things. I don't think there's like one character in particular. I mean, I guess it depends who it is. Like, for instance, the movie I just came off of, the character that I played, almost all of my inspiration was from Weird Al's movie UHF, which isn't even a horror movie, but it's a great movie. And I forget what the name. That's the Stanley character who has his own like show on UHF, and he makes people drink from the fire hose and stuff like that. Like, that character, he's just he's crazy. And even though he's not killing,
is that Michael Richards? Does he play?
Yeah, Michael Richards' character. Yeah. And so even though he's not killing people, but he's like completely crazy. So like sometimes it's characters like that actually that aren't even from a horror movie, but I draw inspiration from them.
That's interesting though, because then you're getting what inspiration from like how they act from other movies, not horror films, but then incorporate that type of behavior or characteristics in a horror film.
Yeah, actually, Drew's character in /Lorette Party, we based it off of the old was it 90s show Frasier? Because him and his brother were psychiatrists, and they were
neurotic.
They were a little bit neurotic and just funny, quirky. And we liked that idea for them to be wearing like their suits, and their mom is a psychiatrist, and they're put together. I mean, they're educated and they have these jobs and they own a business, and they're just a little bit off in the social skills area. But otherwise, I mean, we took inspiration from Frasier and like Wes Anderson, the fake Wes Anderson SNL's parody that they did.
Yeah.
So we took inspiration from that for Drew, which those have nothing really to do with like horror or slasher. So,
and I think for me, I mean, because I'm not like, like a Shakespearean trained actor or anything like that. I always try to find a way to relate it to myself in some way. I mean, we all have multiple personalities of sorts, like not necessarily in a bad way, but I mean, we can all be angry and we can all be upset and we can all lose our cool and we can all be silly. Like there's so many, so we all have the potential to be all of those things. So if I can find a way to relate it to me, then it helps a lot. It helps it be more natural for me. Obviously, again, for the record, I'm not killing people in real life, but it helps if I can find a way to connect the character to me. It helps me.
Yeah, make it more personal.
Yeah.
Then then it also adds your authenticity as the actor Drew Marvick.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
But also, I just want to be like Michael Richards' character in UHF.
And Michael Richards' character in Problem Child as well.
Yeah. But yeah.
Well, you punched a clown.
That's true. That's true.
Write that to the next movie.
Awesome. So I guess, as we close the show, is there anything that you want to say, like, to the fans, like any more about Murdercise or just anything in general?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody who supported it so far. It's been very, very great, humbling, to say the least, to have all the support that everyone's come out. And, we're really excited to bring this movie to life. I can't wait until we start shooting in August. We're all going to work really hard and just hopefully I think it's going to be a really fun, crazy, bloody movie that everyone wants. And I just can't wait until we get it done. I'm really excited about the artwork. I'm really excited about the characters that we have in store, and for the gags, the special effects that we have. Yeah, it's just going to be really fun, and I can't wait. And thank you, everybody who's supported and contributed.
Thank you, everybody who has supported this so far. And I just hope that once the movie is done, everybody finds it to be a fun time, because that's the goal.
For sure. Yeah. Thank you to everyone. And check out the Indiegogo. Send them a message about this perk where Ginger knits you a blanket.
Yeah.
or whatever. And if you happen to be
headband.
Or a sweaty headband. If you happen to be anywhere near Long Beach, California this weekend, I'll be at Midsummer Scream. I leave tomorrow morning. I'll be there all weekend. So come by and visit me. I'll be hanging out. I have the Greasy Stranglers will be at my table too. So
wow,
that has nothing to do with Murdercise, but except for the fact that I'm in Murdercise, so you can come hang out with me, and you can get greasy with them. It'll be fun.
Right on. This is like, I don't know, maybe like real quick. Drew, is there like any update on Pool Party Massacre 2 that you can say anything about?
Nah, there isn't anything that I can't say. Like, there's nothing secret. But I don't have much other than that I'm finally like kind of ramping things back up. It's really just been sitting. When it got shut down because of COVID, and then it just didn't ever feel like the right time to ramp it back up because it was shut down completely. It just never felt like the right time to bring it back. Like, everything was so there was so much uncertainty, and there still is. But finally, I've like at least got the energy and the motivation to fire it back up. So we actually shot some promo photos and a little bit of video the other day, just because I needed something like just to start my engine again. So we went and did that for fun, and so now I also have to rewrite the entire script, which I was already rewriting it anyways. I was in the process, and now I completely have to rewrite it again because originally the sequel took place the minute the first one ended, and the bulk of it was shot in the same house, which is my parents' house, and they just sold it. So I can't shoot there now. Yeah. Well, and it was still good. It was going to be shot between my parents' house and my house, and I sold my house during the pandemic, so I adjusted the script to just make it all at their house, and then they sold their house. So now I got to rewrite. But I actually like where it's headed better than where it was. So I think it was a blessing in disguise. But also just it got to a point where a few people, like my girlfriend in particular, pointed out the fact that if it starts the minute the first one ends, like I look absolutely nothing like I did when that ended. I mean, I could make myself look like that, but I mean, if I just stepped into the like coveralls and we started shooting, it would be like the character in a matter of 10 seconds. His hair grew like a foot and he lost 40 pounds and like started going to the gym and whatever. Like it didn't make sense, which I thought was hilarious, but I guess it doesn't work that well. And he's suddenly in a different house. Like everything, it would be like a true 80s slasher sequel. There'd just suddenly be a totally different person playing me and different. So I'm rewriting it so it's not quite that ridiculous, but there will still be plenty of ridiculousness.
There'll be that boat chase in there still.
I have to put the goddamn boat chase somehow. I don't know how. God damn it, but it'll be there.
I guess you just name a character Boat.
Well, that's not. I have a whole list of ways to do it, and that is one of them. Is like literally that there was just a big. For some reason in my head, he had to be a very large man.
Yes,
and his name was like Steamboat, and then he's like chasing around. So, but then there could be a real boat. We do have a lake. There are pools. It could be a remote control boat. It could be an inflatable boat. It could be an actual boat. It could be a sushi boat. I don't know, like
a canoe,
remote control boat.
Yeah, it could be any of those things. But I do like the idea. In the last version of the script, it was like a person on a little boat in a pool, and the killer trying to get to them, and them like like the killer ridiculously paddling after them, and then trying to paddle away, which is just like a dumb moment of levity in what should be serious because he's literally trying to kill the person. But so that's the way it was in the last verse. So it might stay like that. I'm not sure.
Right. It would be awesome. Well, you could do like you know how the Halloween series, Michael Myers' mask is pretty much different in every film. You could have your appearance just different in every film.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be. It's gonna have to be. At least in this one. So but I made it at least kind of make sense. But I also want the movie to be, I mean, it wouldn't be like the Pool Party Massacre movie is like my baby, I guess you could say. I mean, it's the first movie I ever made, but it has a lot of me in it. Like I wasn't trying to be anyone else. I was just making the movie I wanted to make, and I want to keep the sequel the same. So it's on that note, it's going to be stupid because that's what I enjoy.
Right on. Right on. Yeah, I'm all for
your
creative ideas on Pool Party.
You got to give the people what they want.
Yeah, well, hopefully they want stupid. Because that's my specialty.
Well, before we take
off. So.
Yeah, and also, yes, don't forget, send Sean Donahue a message right now. Anyone that's listening, find Sean Donahue on Facebook and send him a message that you would like me to be an Illuminati hottie.
Sign the petition.
Yeah.
Let's get that petition going.
Yep. I'm ready.
Right on. So yeah, before we close up the show, is there like any websites or anything where people can go to get, your previous work like /Lorette Party or even Pool Party Massacre?
Yeah, I mean, our films, Streets of Vengeance and /Lorette Party, they're available for streaming for free on Amazon Prime, Tubi, and Plex. I don't know if anyone knows Plex, but those are three main channels where you can stream. And our first film, Cinco de Mayo, just got released onto Plex, so you can stream that for free as well. If you want to buy the Blu-ray, Amazon Prime, go to Amazon. It's still selling through all of the films / video. And I am running out of the /Lorette Party Blu-rays. I only have a few left. Sold one today. So yeah, maybe. But they're on our Etsy store, and that's linked on our Instagram, which is _P_films, where you can find all of our behind-the-scenes photos and videos, and follow us there to keep up to date with Murdercise.
Rad. Yeah, go to all those places and the Murdercise Indiegogo. And then when you're done with all of that, you can go to poolpartymassacre.com and there's random stuff there. I don't know, movies, coffee mugs I'm selling. I'm like,
got hats.
I'm like yogurt in Spaceballs. I'm like slinging merchandise like crazy. I'm working on Pool Party Massacre, the flamethrower. It's coming next. But yeah, poolpartymassacre.com or just at Drew Marvick. I'm definitely on Instagram and Facebook. I'm around. Come see me. But first, send Sean Donahue a message and let him know that I need to be in. And then follow me.
And then follow me.
Yeah, priorities.
For sure.
In that order.
Well, I just want to say a big thank you to Angie, Paul, and Drew for taking time to talk. I had a really enjoyable time chatting with everybody and, talking about Murdercise. It's been amazing. So thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
It was fun.
Anytime.
And then once months roll by and you've already went to all the links that they mentioned, you can go to www.rudehorrorpodcast.com. And I'm going to try to keep that updated soon, but that's where you can find, previous guests I've had, previous episodes, articles. I'm way behind on putting up articles, but I'll get there. But yeah, and then there's also a shop up there if you are interested in checking out the Rude Horror Podcast merch and all that fun stuff. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram at Rude Horror Podcast, Twitter at Rude Horror Pod, and for the audio version, wherever you can listen to podcasts like Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, all of that. So just want to say thank you to everyone listening, and stay tuned for the next one.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.